The CARHENGE, also called Nebraska's Automotive Stonehenge. We all know about England's mysterious Stonehenge, the prehistoric monument that historians believe was built to observe the summer solstice. There are multiple recreated replicas of the famous Stonehenge, but one of the most creative and unique is Nebraska's CARHENGE. Created by a farmer in the late 1980s named Jim Reinders. Right after some time living in England, Jim Reinders came to a discovery that several types of vintage cars from the 1950s and 60s were almost the same size as the stones of Stonehenge. The realization became Jim Reinders' sole inspiration to recreate the Stonehenge, but with vintage cars that were salvaged from nearby junkyards and farms. Naming the project as the CARHENGE, Jim Reinders dedicated the artwork to his deceased father, who had a very special love and devotion toward vintage cars. Looking back in the early days of the CARHENGE, the local residents of Alliance, Nebraska were not quite amused about the Jim Reinders junkyard sculpture. But after a few years of the construction of CARHENGE, Jim Reinders did something thoughtful. He spray painted the entire sculpture into all gray color as for the sculpture to carry a strong resemblance to the original Stonehenge and stone color. As soon as the sculpture had more relatable appearance to the original Stonehenge, the people of Nebraska warmed to the sculpture, particularly after they came to realize how effectively it started to attract tourists to the site. The CARHENGE attracted special attention back in 2017, when it was miraculously right in the path of totality of a solar eclipse. People gathered in thousands at the CARHENGE to observe the rare celestial event, including the governor of the time. CARHENGE features a visitor center and an additional field of car sculptures, which is called as the Car Art Reserve. The highlights include a dinosaur, sunflower, and fish fashioned out of discarded car parts. Much like the original Stonehenge, one of the most popular times to visit the CARHENGE is on the summer solstice. If you ever visit Nebraska in late June, a visit to CARHENGE to commemorate the longest day of the year will be perfect. Thanks for watching. Like the video, so it can reach to more curious people. Share this with everyone who you think would love to know about such a place and might even visit someday. Subscribe to Location Files for the most exclusive locations and places all around the globe. Till next time.